several of those inside low It's time!
What's happening, Fight Week Show fans, Fight Week Show people them, and we are back for another episode of Dust Up Shakedown, episode 21. And helping me do that today is my brother Naz and my brother Jordain. How you,
Big
man,
up,
doing?
man.
Let's start with Naz, man. How you doing, brother?
Yeah, man's good, man. So it's getting a bit cold. The hoodie's getting whopped out like you, man, as well. But yeah, it's not that cold yet. So yeah, I'm good.
Bit cold sitting in Morocco. Shut up.
No, I can't complain. There's at least a 5-degree difference. But boy, man, you gotta pay extra for that heater bill.
Degrees at night. Yeah, I mean, I'm sitting there right now. What are we trying?
I used to forget, like Scotland, like England's one thing, but Scotland's like another level, bro.
It's funny though, right? See, when I speak to my family in Canada, man, it's a different cold. Like they've got like an icy, chilly cold. Well, we've got like
that's Canada, though, bro. Canada, Canadian, bro. It's like,
yeah, I mean,
why did you said that? Yeah, who's in the chat right now? Leroy, you Canadian sellout. Good day, from good day, mate. To hi, buddy. Whatever they say, like pal, buddy, whatever, fella.
hey buddy.
Say, but big up, man, to everyone in the chat, bro. There's hella man in the chat, man. But what are you saying, Jay? You good, yeah?
Leroy's a big uncle fucker.
Jay.
Yeah, man. Big up everybody in the chat. Jordan.
Hey, who's in the chat, bro?
We was just saying off air before we came on. I was like, boy, you know what? I'm looking for a new name for my brother Jordan, and I think I'm gonna go with MacD. I'm gonna go start calling him MacD from now on. Yeah,
MacD, boys.
This show, man, gonna start referring to you as MacD, bro.
Got the Mac.
How you doing, MacD?
I'll take that. Big MacD. Don't get it confused with the Big Mac, though. Yeah, I mean, copyright.
Yeah, man.
Can you even finish one of those?
Mate, I finished 5 of those. Put you under the table. I'm a fat bastard.
It's hard work. It's hard work.
I'm telling you, boys. I put Paddy to Baddy to shave me, mate. I could fucking eat like.
Paddy and you need an eating contest.
Yo, big up to everyone in the chat. Still, let me shout out everybody in the chat.
Go through some of the chat. Who's there, man?
I see Shippo 209 Wolf Fang Division. Salute to you, Wolfie. Fight Week Showcase. That's my boy Leroy right there. You know what I mean? Georgie in the house. Afro Thunder, Afghan C4. Yeah, man. Hello, man, in the chat, man.
Yeah, man. Big up you, man.
Big up to all of you, man. Every time you, man, are showing love every week. You know what I mean? Supporting the show. And I see Mac Button Ballers as well, man. Big up yourself, man. Salute to you, brother. You, man, have been one of the reasons why we keep coming back and doing this fucking segment, man. So salute to all of you, man. Big love to all of you, man. And like I keep saying, got a new feature on the thing. Take it for a test drive. Take it around the block. Do what you do. Show some love. You know what I mean? Let's get to the show, man. Bro, I have to say, UFC 294. Some people felt it was a little bit of a letdown because of certain incidents that went on the main card. I thought overall, as a card, it was a fantastic card. And
it was a decent card.
And most of the people that we thought was going to win, they all pulled off some crazy wins.
I was going to say, most of the people we thought were going to win lost.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, it's like if you watch the whole card,
watch the whole card.
Nah, man.
The results were a bit up and down, but if you take it as a whole, it went fast enough and there was enough good fights. If you were smart, like you should. I skipped the 2 fights that I knew I should have skipped, yeah. I skipped
women's MMA by any chance.
The one that beat out of her bum that missed weight by 4 pounds. What's her name? That chick, man. The second to last fight where she had staff and she was hiding it, and everyone's angry at her now because she's telling, "Oh, I had staff on my bum cheeks." It's like, bro, and then like, keep it under wraps, like. But that one and the Javid fight, I thought Javid was gonna just school him easily. I was shocked that he went to a no contest, but. Yeah, episode 21 minutes. Big up,
I was driving to Sean's at that point. I had it on my phone in the car. That went a bit funny, that one. Like
the Henry, the bull bus. We're definitely gonna go to that, man. Apparently his balls swelled up to the size of coconuts.
Oh, he never got hit in the nuts, though, according to the doctor, man. Yeah, I mean, doctor says, nah. Do you know what? Have you listened? This obviously these are prelim shit, so we're not really going to get into that too much. But just on the topic here, boys, did you see BYM this week? You see what they were talking about with the ref can supersede the doctor. So if the doctor says
the ref
by the
can,
way, yeah, the ref could go now, like so. I.e., Johnny Walker. When we get into that in a little bit, the ref could have turned around.
You know what I mean? They end the fight and they start the fight. So the ref in the middle when the fight starts is the ref that ends up ending the fight as well.
So does that work? Does that work the same for cuts? So like saying Nate Diaz nasty ass cut, the ref can go now. Fuck you, doctor. I want to keep seeing this violence.
Sometimes we've seen cuts
John
where
McCarthy
the fighter
saying
says
as
he wants
well.
to go on. His corner's not stopping him, and the ref is asking the man, "Do you want to carry on?" Yep. And they do. In New York, we know they're very, very strict with courts. You know what I mean? Like when it comes to, but there's lax places like in California and them where you go, it don't matter how bad that cut is. If you still want to fight and your corner is not throwing in the towel, the ref asking you, "Can you fight?" You say you can fight. That fight's going ahead. So there's some places where the commission is a little bit strict, and there's some places where, you know what I mean, they send in the doctors. The doctors are like firemen. As soon as they see some kind of thing, some kind of blood draw for you, they stop in the fight. They don't care what you say. You know what I mean?
If you tell a man you're in the desert,
asking stupid questions.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah. Remember Aljo when they asked? As soon as they fell, I was like, I thought about that when they got asked Aljo, "Where are you?" and he said Boston, but he was actually in Massachusetts. Yeah, what state are you in? It's like technically very long to mention that. You got it wrong once, but no, the doctor didn't even say nothing. Again, it's up to the doctor. This doctor, I don't know where he was from, somewhere in Europe. I'm sure he had a European, accent, like trying to speak English. Johnny Walker, I'm not going to go into that yet, but obviously he lives in England, speaks English. But the prelims, if you pick them right, if you picked One-Eyed Willie, aka the first guy that fought, what was his name again, man? Oh, feel disrespect for getting his name, bro. But that was one of the best fights ever. But as Dana said, how can there be someone from Kazakhstan that doesn't know how to wrestle and doesn't know how to get up? I couldn't believe that. But he was landing some Tony Ferguson's from the bottom. That's why he won that fight 2-1. But you had to pick the right fights, and it was worth it. Of course, a lot of the fights, did dissipate into nothing. But again, some of it was, positive in terms of the results. Like Makayev won. That was bad refereeing, but I was happy that
Makayev was on the way out though. He was ready for getting fucking mate.
But he submitted Tim Elliott. Like that's never been. I don't think
all of the judges had him down on the scorecards. Every one of them had him down on the scorecards. He wasn't winning that fight. You see when they picked him up and he slammed him, bro, and he had him in that triangle. I was like, oh, that was a nasty angle. Nasty angle.
I asked this question, Ola.
Which question? Let me see.
AFC always big up, bro.
Fury and Ngannou on Saturday. The ring walk is 11 p.m. Yes, I'm going to be doing it.
Damn right.
We're going to be doing it for that specific fight. So
I'm at a wedding this weekend, boys. I won't
be on the lookout for that one. I'm definitely going to be doing a stream on that one. Yeah. So yeah, AFC always come join us on that. Big up yourself. Look. I think probably there was only one surprise on the whole card for me. A lot of the fights kind of went how I thought it would. Maybe
maybe
apart from the
90% of the fights went the way it should have went.
But we'll come back to that. The one that really got me like, what the hell have I just seen? Was the Mike Breeden and Jubilee fight. The way Breeden came back in that fight was. Bro, that was crazy. I did not expect Breeden, and big shout out to him as well. He took that fight back to Jubilee. He took that fight to him. He was losing 2 rounds. He had to come back in the 3rd round, and bro, he put it on him. He just walked him down.
In those first 2 rounds, first round,
he put him out.
Yeah, but that falls into what the people wanted. The people wanted him to lose. They're like, I don't want to go into politics of it, but they hated him. They hated him. Like they wanted to see his demise. It's like they got what they want. What fight didn't go their way, the people's way? And I'm thinking it was Fingy's fight. Who is it? What's his name?
Nathaniel Wood.
No, he lost Nathaniel Wood. If anything, that went extra his way. They made sure that could have been a draw if the points were deducted. Let me see which
Did you
fights
not,
actually.
did you not
There
see
was
the
only one
last like
fight.
15,
Muhammad
15
Yahya.
seconds? Boy was grabbing
Muhammad
grabbing
Yahya
his
is the
glove.
only person that lost that shouldn't have lost. He's the only one. And if you're
Yeah.
telling me which brother's going to lose, I'll be like, just look at the flags. No offense, but you're like, no, he's actually from the Arab Emirates. Like, he's not a Russian coming
That was
there
his
or anything.
debut as well, wasn't it?
Mm.
Exactly. It went exactly the way any like normal bettor would have
Yeah,
clocked. Like,
you
all the
looked
brothers
at
are
the
going to
strikes
win,
though, bro.
apart from
You
this
looked at the
guy.
strikes.
That, like, honestly, and if let's just say done ACA for this, the two no contest would have helped you in it because they just take that away and reduce your odds.
Yeah,
So
they
you'd
just
have been
reduced the odds,
laughing.
which was a bit.
Did
Well,
you
not
guys
laughing,
do
mate,
like
probably.
a
I
full
did,
house
I
or
did.
just all the brothers to win?
Yeah, I've done a full house for all everyone to win, but I also I've done the full house including who I was
all
going
the
to pick.
Muslims to win.
So I had
You had
Volk at the end, but I did put a cheeky little fucking touch on Islam second round KO, and it fucking done it in the first. I was like, you fucking dirty bastard, honestly. Nah, mate, it was first, wasn't it? You know what I mean? I was gutted.
That came in nicely for me, man. You know what I mean?
I'm telling you, it was one of those easy ones.
I'm still up thanks to my man. You know what I mean? I'm still up on the night, like.
Yeah,
I swear that it happens everywhere. Yeah, like one out of every 3 Australia events, all Australians win. One out of whatever 3 Canadian, like the last one, all Canadians.
I think I've told
first
you
British one
before.
after COVID, all Brits. It happens so much.
That's not what I'm about to talk about. So I had 12k coming back from a quid, and I had everybody called, and I mean I was doing win and method. So I had everybody. But the only person that never got the method, and I'm not dissing him, not saying, yeah, yo, Jack Shaw, you owe me 12k. I'm not saying that at all, mate. I had him down as the KO. He dropped his man in the last 30 seconds, and his man covered up, just went in a big turtle and was just not having it. And then it just rolled it out, and then he got the win by decision. And I'd put him down for the KO. I was this close, and I had to sit and watch everybody else come in.
Boy,
even asking over the submission on Volkov.
That one would have hurt, man. That one would
you did make another bet, right? Where it's just everyone at home to win, no method.
Oh, I know, mate. I know, but
I mean, that itself would be 30 to 1.
Looking at that 12k, and I was like, one.
Put a pound on everyone to win, no method.
Because I had Jack Shaw to win because I wasn't too sure 100% if he was going to get the finish, and I changed it on right at the end before it all kicked off. I changed it to a fucking KO finish.
Bro, honestly, man, we just make sure you keep that in mind, you two, man. Always bet on full house, put a nugs or 2 on that, maybe halfway through cash out, and then put it in again. So back in my, I would have cashed out before Muhammad Yahya, and then I would have put the bet back on, failed because of Yahya. Then I'd have put the bet back on as well from here onwards, brothers to win. You know, that was my kind of Ola's similar to that. Like, but again, next week I believe it's Brazil versus the world, right?
Yeah.
AFC always Will's working.
Almeida,
Will's working. Will always works around about this time on Wednesday, man. So, but yeah, man, he'll be back on Friday still when we do the prediction show. So
Thank God.
He'll be back. Let's touch on the main card. Let's touch on that main card because I really do want to, nail down on that main card, especially the top 3 fights. Let's start from Islam versus Volk. Volk took this fight on 10 days notice, right? Coming into this fight, they had a fight in before. Everybody saw, so you know, I mean, how competitive that fight was. Some people even thought Volk won that fight, right? Volk then went on from that fight removed, went on and put Rodriguez in his place to let him know there's only one undisputed champion over here. Yeah, I run this bitch. Yeah, this division here belongs to me. Sends him packing, right? And then comes back to Islam with all the confidence in the world. Say, hey, bro, on 10 days notice, on 2 days notice, anywhere in the world, I'll travel all the way over there to Abu Dhabi, and I'm going to come put on the show and take that belt from you. Now, I said in the prediction show, Islam finishes this inside 2 rounds. You man laughed. Some man like Leroy even say, yo, Ola, you did to me because I know how he feels about Volk. Yes. Sometimes I've been moving like a Volk hater because I knew you man saw what my man did to Brian Ortega, man. You man know how I feel about Ortega. That shit still hurt. So I was looking for revenge, and Islam delivered in special ways, brethren. I was looking for revenge, man. You know what I mean? Islam
you got it, bro. You got it.
Naz, talk to me about your brother Islam, man, because you picked him
up. Man. From the beginning, even before the fight started, it was all good news. 8 pounds heavier, and it like they were sure there wasn't all extra water. It was like he hydrated properly. I don't know how the electrolytes got into his cells in the extra 7-8 hours he got, but it was enough. I think it was 12 hours extra actually, but it was enough. Like they were going in. Javier was
30
happy.
hours all in something.
So I'm saying that, and Australia's different from Abu Dhabi, and he's been there acclimatizing for a hell of time, at least a month and a half.
Yeah.
So it was all going his way, positive. And then, you know, he had both his coaches with him, the coach of Abdul Manap's gym, also named Mega Magdov, and obviously Javier Mendes was there. And in the back room, as he saw the finish was being practiced in the back room, you know, it was beforehand. They thought of it. I love that. Don't you love that? When they show you straight away the finish, like it started off truthfully with Jorge Masvidal. Started off with him. After that, everyone started releasing videos of, you know,
with Ben Askren.
Yes, I practiced this. Look, minutes ago, I practiced this. You know, and I love that. I like, okay, it full circle, but Islam Makhachev came in looking lean, not flat, like rigid, little bumps everywhere, veins popping, ready. Like, you know what I'm saying? No IV accusation. He came in looking ready, and I knew, I was like, all right, he's here. But then Volk came in looking, you know, a bit too calm. I don't want to say he was in the best of shape. I do think he was in good shape. Hey, big up Tony, man. Save for that, man.
Boy, Tony. Yeah, man.
Message
You, man,
too,
test
bro.
drive the super chat, says Tony, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
my man say, run that. Run that.
Tony's a bit sad about Usman, but we'll touch on that later. Right now, to my boy Islam. Yeah, Islam straight away, like he engaged into that little clinching game, and everyone thought Volk was winning it because Volk put himself to the back. But Islam, like Josh Thompson went on about it, he likes to put his fence to the back so he can do a pushback anytime with a trip, because you can't trip someone onto the fence. It's hard to put your leg there and whatnot. So he made sure that, you know, he turned his back to it that way. And then as soon as he wanted to, he pushed Volk back onto the cage. And when they broke because he wanted to break. There was no Volk looked really strong. He was practicing wrestling with these other jiu-jitsu guys, all the Gordon Ryan and Craig Jones, like the same jiu-jitsu, bro. It's in Samba, aka what the training does in Sunday Mountains. And he came with that combo Samba. He faked the body kick, the up kick a few times, put it on him, made him think low, went high, and honestly, he blocked it perfectly, right? It looked like it was
just not high enough. Just didn't cover the tempo enough. Did you see Corey Sand? Sorry to jump in. I know you're still but did you see Sanhagen's block tutorial? He was saying, look, so this is, I mean, showing up like this is good, keeping in low, it's good. You're blocking your body, you're blocking your chin, but when man's going to come up the top and hit you in the temple, where you're going to put your hand a little bit higher, it's not really going to take the full absorption of the shot either. It's going to clash against your head. You know what I mean? You're still going to feel it. Corey Sanhagen said, boom, put your arm out. You take the full thing into your armpit and it protects your head.
That's
how you might be taking that shot. But that was what Corey Sanhagen came out with. It was a brilliant little breakdown. It was just a quick 2-minute thing. Yeah, I mean, but
without the pressure of your opponent in front of you, when they're feinting to take you down, and you know he's a damn good wrestler.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And the kicks were
even like you say, when he went in for that first quench, he tried to take him down. You heard Volkanovski over the mic going, Yeah, I mean, as Leroy would say,
already planted that seed in his mind, knowing he's probably going to go up top and look for that finish there. So, look, it happened with Usman. We saw with Leon Edwards and Usman. You know what I mean? Like, it don't matter if you might cover up, but
this has been the year of the head kicks, boys.
He's taking you out, and then we saw in the second
fight,
Leon Edwards came back
against that, bro.
But Usman was a little bit more prepared for it with the high guard on it. You know what I mean? So it depends.
Technically, the Usman one was worse, right?
Yeah, like shot the
Volk was alive afterwards. He was still there. If he tried to walk off,
see when his chin got caught on his knee though when he hit him and then big heavy shots, bro. God,
bro, he barely slid across. Was it a strike with his knee? He trapped him with the knee.
Yeah, man.
But you know, that blow, man, that blow to the top of their head, it's a mad one because the brain shakes. You're not out most of the time.
Yeah.
Bro, he just rattles the brain. And look, I feel bad because it's Volk, because I like Volk a lot, but like, no, Islam is the truth, and I've been trying to tell people for quite some time, for a long time even, how mad this you is, and he's proving it every time to people. He's letting people know, look, this man's talking about going 170. He ain't try. Look, he ain't even try. He's looking to go up there and really challenge whoever is up there. I've listened to I've listened to Javier Mendez this week, and they prefer Kobe because of the wrestling part of Kobe's game.
Yeah, of course,
I mean,
Covington.
And they know with Kobe, they're probably going to sell the fight. Let's be honest, they're probably going to sell the fight because of what Kobe is going to bring to the build-up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Sincerely speaking, Kobe Leon is not going to bring the same kind of, you know what I mean, build-up that Kobe.
I can't wait to see what nickname he comes up for Leon Edwards.
You know, so yeah. But look, I'm looking forward to see what's next for Islam, but we still gotta get over the Kobe and Leon Edwards fight. But before then, I was even saying, I'm suggesting, you know, why can't we have the BMF against the champion of that division? Let's put Gaethje versus
Gaethje's got a shout, but obviously they're looking at lining other things up first. You've not got fucking anything wrong there at all, and they're gonna line up.
Let's look at the top 5 of the division right now. Let's look at the top 5. Oliveira's not available, right? Dustin Poirier just lost to Gaethje. That's horrible. Chandler is the only other one we got.
But he's trying to get the line up with McGregor next year, early next year, UFC 300. So he's off the fucking mix and all.
When you look at the division, Gaethje is probably one of the only viable ones that we can look at, and Dariush is coming off a loss.
And it would be full circle for the team for Habib to finish him and retire, and then for Islam to beat him, take that BMF belt, and then move on to the next weight division. I think that would be full fucking circle for that little team.
I think Dana will give the Oliveira rematch a go again. I don't know why. I just had that feeling.
I think they've already said this anyway. That
so if that's the case, Justin Gaethje should be given. That guy's a great, right? He should be given Bobby Green, because it's probably the only fight he might take. BMF is a fake, but no, it's not, man. I rate it hard. Like,
it is, mate. I'm with Afro Thunder on this one.
Not much shit happens in the career of a man.
If they're gonna keep talking about it, if they're gonna keep using it, then fuck it. Why not?
It's a novelty belt, but let's not act
real
like that fight between Dustin and Justin wasn't some kind of elimination bout. It was some kind of
100%. 100%.
Yeah, but because of the situation, Justin needs to fight again, and Bobby Green is just the right amount of fight for PPV co-main. You know, get some whatever top pay, and technically Justin might see it as an easy fight.
Yeah, Bobby Green has just been announced to fight.
No way,
fighting Hangman on a fight now, and them two are headlining that fight.
Jeez,
yes,
bloody hell, you've recovered already. Bobby Green's superhuman
now.
So I don't think that's going to be happening, and that's what I'm saying. When you look at the landscape of the lightweight division, if it doesn't happen for Islam at 170 for whatever reason, whatever, right? If it doesn't happen, then what for Islam? Is he just going to sit around? We got to look at who's a viable opponent for him in the lightweight division. We can't just stick on 170 because he wants to go up there. There might be many reasons why that fight doesn't happen. Whoever wins that fight might be injured and could be out for a prolonged period of time. What we're going to do with Islam then? We got to give him somebody in the division, and that's why I think somebody like Justin, I think really, really fits.
Yeah, but Charles one's, I think he's just a front horse runner. He'll be back from his injury soon. And that's why I feel bad. If Justin's not going to get this, he's going to be sitting out for a while.
Anyways, I'm happy to see. The Charles fight. If the Charles fight happens, I'm happy to see, and I think you'll do it. He wanted to do it. He took the fight. He signed on the dotted line. So it's not like he don't want to fight Charles. If Charles becomes available, we'll take that too. So outside of Charles, I think Justin is the next best thing. That's just.
But he wants Leon Edwards. Funny enough. He wants all.
Where does Gamrot fit into all of this as the backup and then sitting there?
Oh, you sound like Charles Sonnen, man. Where does Gamrot fit in all of this?
Where does Gamrot fit into this?
Look,
but anyway, rather than spitballing this
Gamrot is another one that's getting a raw deal out of all of this. You know what I mean? Gamrot is definitely getting a raw deal out of all of this because on merit, I think he deserves some kind of spot. A conversation in that title elimination bout, and maybe even getting a title shot. I think on merit he deserves it, on the streak that is put together and the people he's beat up until now. I think he deserves it. So who knows? Let's see how this all plays out. Now this is a topic that I know MacD has been trying to get into.
No. Let's not get into this one yet. Let's not get into this one yet because we haven't. No. Come on, we haven't spoke about Volk at all. Like we spoke about Islam and bigged him up.
Volk's fighting next month, 2 months.
Yeah, but you think he's going to fight in January? You think he's going to be ready? Obviously, big 12 weeks.
Well, mate, from what I'm hearing,
is going to be dangerous. Is Volk going to be dangerous, or is he going to be compromised?
Medical suspension is going to take him out of it.
To go in there and smash the Poirier, or is Poirier going to be able to go in and take advantage of this situation?
Well, look, the doctors are going to clear him. The doctors are going to clear him. He's Australian. You're good, mate.
I'm hearing 90 days. I'm hearing 90 days. 90 days is 3 months.
You go to the doctor, and the doctors always reduce it.
Bro, it's not enough to get into camp to go and fight somebody like Tapura, bro. Not after you just been knocked out, bro.
Concussion, plus the mental health things that he's going through at the moment. Yeah, I mean, he seems to be struggling.
Mental health.
I've seen a few fighters come out. Like I've seen the problem put up in his story saying, "I feel you," when he was talking about like going through it when he's not in camp and when he's not in training. He's not got. I don't know if you've seen Volk's video that he released as well, saying when he's not got the goals to go for it. He said when he's in camp, he's on it. He's present at home. He's present at training. He's ticking all the boxes. He's doing all the things. And I mean, as dads, mate, like you've got to understand that from that point of view too. Like you can, we've all had those moments. Even after when my daughter was born, I had those moments of not depression, but you go through it. You know what I mean? You go through the emotions, you go through the fucking feelings. Everything's up in the air, and you feel like, am I doing enough? Am I hitting these targets? Am I being present enough at home? Am I supporting this person? He's already got 2 kids as well. You know what I mean? How's his missus doing? That's another thing we don't think about. He's got 3 kids now, yeah. Like you don't think about the other aspect of how's his missus doing? How's he doing in supporting her whilst he's trying to provide for them, doing all of this? You know what I mean? There's a lot going on in that man's head at this moment in time. Like there's a lot of things to fucking consider going into that Poirier fight. And I think it'd be too soon for him to jump back in. Personally, I think he needs to give it a bit more time. Poirier needs to match up with somebody else and then go in there.
I completely agree.
But you've got to give the respect to Volk for going in and giving it a shot. And he did, like, I know, and as you were like, yeah, it was Islam choosing to do what he wanted to do with him. But you got to admit, he went in there and done all right in the grappling side of things. He's striking as Volk.
The thing is, he wasn't like
fire. Yeah, I mean,
he was injured. It wasn't like Usman, Usman slightly was ready-ish, but he was injured, bro. Mate, he was injured. Like Usman went to like this little mini training camp in Florida for 2 weeks. Yeah. He was injured, and it's like double couch.
I'm going to say this about Volk here. Volk, like I said, I like him a lot. He's a fighter that I respect. This is why I feel bad. Like I said earlier on, I really, really feel bad for Volk because I like his whole approach to the game, how he carries himself as a champion, how active he is, putting on a show for the fans. Yes, I wanted revenge for the Ortega fight. You know what I mean? I'm petty like that, people, just in case you don't know. You know what I mean? But Volk as a fighter, mad respect. Deserved the pound for pound #1 when he had it, and I'm sure he'll be back. I just think he needs time, and with the medical suspension, I think he should run that. You know what I mean? Run that medical suspension. He just had a baby. You know what I mean? Go and relax. Give time to the family. We see Whittaker always does this. Yeah, it's one thing I love about Whittaker. He's a proper family man. You know what I mean? Always take that time away, go and spend it with the family, recharge.
Speaking of Whittaker, do you want to know one of my favorite moments of him is him and his missus trying to fucking catch that spider? You seen that video?
That video too. That was funny.
It's a fucking belter, man.
You know what I mean?
It's all them screaming, jumping up on the couch, and they're like,
and Wolf is right here. Volk took his L like a man. There's no complaint from him, and
he did.
To even get emotional and bring that side of him out will endear him to a lot more fans as well. I don't think he lost any stock in this fight, though. I really don't think he lost any stock. I know Volk's going to be back. Islam is just a hell of a fight, man. And sometimes you just got to acknowledge greatness when you're looking at it. You don't got to punch you in the face to really understand greatness. And Islam is one of those. Volk is one of those, you know. But Islam in this division is really going to be running things for a long time.
I think Holloway is going to catch Volk. And I was saying Holloway is going to get Volk 36, go 37
next year. I don't know if I want to see that fight again, man.
We have apparently it's already Holloway wins his next fight.
He's got Tapira for the interim. I think they're putting that together. I think that's what.
That was it. Yeah, that was it. The backup if Volk can't do it, it was going to be Tapori.
So then I can see him winning that, fighting a 36-year-old Volk, finally winning one. And then he's a great heavyweight.
You think they'll do the fourth match? I suppose if they make an entry, they can't say no. Yeah, I mean,
I put in the chat earlier on who my legend is, who my greatest featherweight of all time is, and that's
Aldo.
That's Aldo, and then it's Volk, and then Volk, then Holloway. You know what I mean? In that
love Aldo.
Three man. I think them man, them are bad man. You know what I mean? Let's get on to this other fight there, the co-main event of 294. Co-main event 294, Usman versus Hamza Chimaev. I said Usman was going to try and shock the world. He went on and he did what he had to do. He didn't pull it off on the night. Jordain, you said Hamza was going to walk through this man. You said Hamza was going to ragdoll him. He did that in the first round.
What did he do in the first round, though? Come on, don't try and bend it to suit your agenda, son.
First round,
you do what I'm trying to do there.
Brother. Who wants to...
Hey, listen, I'm going to give you the floor.
Right, fair.
Go with it, brother.
Fair. You got me there. I'll take this bait out of my mouth there. You got me there, like. Nah, bro. As I said a minute ago, right? Fucking Hamzat's a first round fighter. He comes out to get it done. But when you come up, and we've seen it with Gilbert Burns, like I said, will it be like the Gilbert Burns fight? Will he learn from that? I said that in one of these before. I can't remember prediction show if it was the other dust up.
Yeah.
And it didn't seem like he did learn from it, to be honest with you boys. Yeah, I mean, when he went into that second round, he was gassed. When he was going into that third round, Usman started putting it on him. So if they went to a fourth and fifth, Usman was taking that fight. If that first round wasn't so dominant, and I don't know why he didn't try and flatten him out, why he stayed, obviously he said he broke his hand, he was staying on top of him and trying to lay them digs, and he was trying to get the submission a little bit, but I don't think he was trying to get it as much as he possibly could have been trying to get it, you know what I mean? But the first round was dominant, he got that 10-8, and then he kind of went flat after that, to be honest with you, like wholeheartedly honest on the table. He didn't look great in round 2 and 3.
Was it a 10-8 though?
Yeah, come on, bro. What did Usman do?
The biggest thing was a submission attempt. He actually tried to submit him.
Like the strikes weren't too heavy. Like
but he actually tried to submit him for reals. Yeah, like it wasn't no fake attempt; it was a real attempt. That's where 100 10-8 going.
For the naked choke. But he should have tried to flatten him out before he tried doing that. Because having him on your back, he's just going to poke. He's going to try and lean forward. He's going to try and shake you off. Yeah, I mean, like.
Watching it live, I thought it was a 10-8 when I saw it live. I've been back to watch the fight. I've watched that fight about 3-4 times. Well, the main card itself.
Your cock must be fucking.
And I thought that I thought Chimaev was fortunate to get out of that with a majority win or majority decision. In the end,
I honestly thought I was about to send you 20 quid when we got towards the end of that round 3. I thought, fucking hell, I might have to have just lost.
2 minutes 20 mark. He took him down.
Then I'm sitting going, when he got the way the night's gone, the way these decisions and things have been going, I'm like, we're in Abu Dhabi, it's going to Hamza. There's no way it's going to Usman here. Like
100%. And for me, Hamza showed me again, it's the real deal. He's got to get his cardio up. I think that's probably one of the things that a lot of 185ers.
I don't know if you've seen. And sorry to jump in, but I agree with it with the cardio. But Anthony Smith made a damn good point. It's not just his cardio; it's also his pacing. So he's 100% in that first round, but we don't see him going 80, 50. 60, 90, and bouncing around a little bit.
It's the same with Michel Pereira. It's the same with Michel Pereira.
Yeah, but Michel Pereira as well. They're like, I'm actually got more energy.
We need to think about him now being in middleweight. Is it the right weight now?
They think they got more energy now because they're in middleweight. They think they got more energy. They can do more things now. They're like, I could do 3 rounds even easier. Well, no, it's not really the case. If you blow your one in the beginning, blow one in the beginning. And again, he fought his 3 rounds. I'm acclimatized here. And maybe I know, maybe the weight difference is enough for me to go ham. No, but the truth is, no one fight in the world, like, I don't think anyone could beat him if UFC was 1 round, 5 minutes. He'll become the champion easy. But it's that first, second, and then one in the 4th and 5th. I guarantee he'll change shit around once the 4th and 5th come into it. You won't see first round killer mode.
Those are championship rounds. And yeah.
And that's the next fight.
That's a good point. When he does get that 5-round fight, he
has no choice but to take that lesson into heat because It ain't a free round where he can get away
Especially
with it.
when two of the top boys have already taken him deep waters in the third round. You know what I mean?
And Strickland's a deep water fighter. He wants to take you down there.
Look,
Look,
you've seen
it's not gonna
Strickland say that Hamzat kicks
have you man
everybody's
seen the
ass too,
rankings?
though. So
Have you man seen the rankings?
No, I've just been hearing
right.
about it. Hamzat's now
Right,
the middleweight rankings.
he's ranked number 9. He's not seeing Strickland anytime soon, bro.
Well, they said this was the decider, so they ain't got a choice
expected
but to let
him
him
to
see
wipe the
see
floor.
Strickland.
They expected him to wipe the floor with Usman. He didn't do that. That's why he's ended up number 9. They expected him to wipe the floor with Usman.
I know what you're saying, right? But Cannonier obviously just got beat by Israel.
He's injured. He's out
forever. He is, isn't he? Yeah, forgot about that, right? So Cannonier is nowhere to be seen, right? Whittaker just got beat by Dricus du Plessis, but he's not going to be getting a fight because Dana's pissed off because he fucking didn't accept it. You've got Marvin Vettori sitting there. Did Marvin Vettori win his last fight? I think he did, didn't he? No, he lost against Cannonier, and that was Andy lost against Dolidze before.
Did you hear about the Sean Strickland when he had a dream and he started crying when he woke up? Did you guys said it on a recent podcast just before the fight? And it was him and Marvin Vettori fighting for the world title. And when he woke up, he was so emotionally touched. Apparently, he's crying. Just before the Israel Adesanya fight.
Right now,
there's nobody else to go for that title fight in that division right now, other than Hamzat, and that's why they made that a title fight. Title decider.
They're gonna have to go back to Dricus, like I said. They're gonna have to.
You've also got Brendan Allen, Paul Craig coming up.
Right, he's got Brendan Allen ahead of him. He's got Hermanson ahead of him. He's got Victoria ahead of him. These are mans that, in my opinion, he has to now go and prove
100%. But Hermanson just lost against Dolidze.
Maybe headline a fight night card and give him a 5 round, and let's see how he really does in the championship rounds before he goes and sees somebody.
I say Josh Hermanson's not fought since December.
Actually, I don't think they're going to do that though, Ola, man. The UFC sometimes become money hungry, blind.
It's ranked number 9. How do you set? How
how can you also throw those names in there when you need to think about the money? Like, you're not going to make it a fight night.
How do you sell a number 9 ranked guy?
Because it's Hamzat. It's not just about the rank, bro. Yeah, I mean, it's about the person that they're putting in against.
I think it's going to be a problem. In my opinion, I think it's going to be a problem. I think
they might change the rankings again.
They didn't just do that with O'Malley. You know what I mean? Like, he had to see a couple people on the way up. Like, even though he's that guy in that division, to push him all the way up there, you still got to see a couple guys. And they like I said, their plan was wipe the floor with Usman, and they will get you straight to Strickland. It ain't happened. And let's be fair.
Well, Strickland did say that wasn't enough of a fucking beating to actually deserve.
He's the only one that left any kind of Russian damage, bro. He left that arena with a broken hand. So he ain't even fighting anytime soon, neither. He's going to be looking at me.
But you know, everyone's saying his hand's not broken.
Right. Whoa. ESPN is saying the thing's broken.
Yeah, no, but all the podcasts are like, oh, he's saying it's broken. And then you keep talking about how
has any image been released on it yet?
Well, only time will tell. Maybe some things is going to come out in the next.
And then John Anik was like, oh, I cannot talk about that. I'm like, oh, so there's no medical, it's broken. He's just saying it. It's probably hurt. And you see him using both hands in the social media video straight after drinking. And he grabs a cup and he puts it in his other hand. It's like, are you trying to show us you're fine? But we'll see how that goes.
You just never know. But at some point, we're probably going to hear about some kind of X-ray or surgery or something. We'll eventually.
Who does Strickland want, though? I mean, Strickland doesn't even know who he wants. He hasn't said anything. He's just been saying, I don't want Hamzat.
Yeah, I wouldn't want him either if I was Strickland.
Yeah, let's avoid that one for now.
Who would want Hamzat? You know what I mean? I wouldn't want him.
Again, I think if Strickland could survive that first round, he's got a damn good chance at winning that fucking fight too. Yeah, I mean, it's just surviving that first round.
Okay, let's talk about the fight that didn't finish, and it was all mad to the point Dana White had to run in and had to talk
fight in the desert.
Johnny Walker and Ankalev. Let's start with you, Naz. Right?
Oh, Rob.
When you look at these two brothers, the way the first round was going on, and then that stoppage happens, and then the whole fucking kicking off. What was you making of that while you was watching it? Because we was watching this together, but I was just like thinking, bro, how you man trying to ruin the bag like this? Bro, talk to me.
And then initially, I was angry at the ref initially, and because of the prior, talking what he'd done before about the ball low blow, and it's like this ref, man. And then straight away, I was like, wait a minute, this could be a DQ. My mind's not thinking what's the outcome could be because there was an intentional knee to his face. Drake's too pussy, big up. But it was an intentional knee to his face while he was down, fully down. It wasn't like one hand's down, he doesn't know. He's like, no, I see you fully down, knee, hands down, everything, and he hit him straight into the face, full intentional. Most people give that a DQ. That's it, it's done. But
I put it on Twitter. But if we go back to Petty Yan versus Aljamain Sterling, and those knees happened in Abu Dhabi, Petty Yan was winning that fight. Yeah, I mean, there would have been no DQ, there would have been no nothing. How many knees got
bro? They'd allowed him.
Mate,
but they'd probably given it a no contest as well, though.
Like, they should have been taking points left, right, and center, and they weren't. Like, and it all leads up to this fight because it was happening so much all the way up to this point. There was so many random ass fucking calls, man. It was unbelievable. Sorry, Nats, go on, continue.
Nah, man, that ref, honestly,
the knees to the head were wild all night, like.
The whole interaction with the doctor and then the ref not really knowing his place, like we discussed earlier, where the ref actually has, by letting the law, the power to say to the ref, no, it's to say to the doctor, no, it's fine. I believe he can carry on. He wants to carry on, carry on. They gave too much weight to the doctor's opinion. And I know he's an inexperienced amateur, as Danis put it. Again, what's his name? Johnny Walker might have been playing around. Part of me thinks he might have been being silly, Johnny Walker.
He's a goof, like he's an absolute goofball anyway, isn't he?
I am in the desert.
I can't remember who it was on Twitter as well on the night. Like somebody put up saying, like, if you went and asked that fucking question to Johnny Walker in the middle of the day on a Wednesday and dust up shakedown, where are you? Yeah, I mean, he'd be like, "Oh, I'm on the fucking interwebs, bro." Yeah, I mean, he wouldn't give you, "I'm on this podcast doing this shit." He'd give you some absolute fucking random ass answer that you just look at him like, "What the fuck?" The dude,
yeah, but that's like, how he is, man.
He trips himself up when he walks on for the weigh-ins all the time. Yeah, I mean, he's a fucking clown, like, and I don't mean that in a negative way. Like, he's like the class clown. Yeah, I mean, he likes having fun with shit. He likes being that guy. Like, so what fucking answer are you expecting out of the guy? And again, Anthony Smith and that, bang on. You're in the middle of a fight, bro. You're not thinking about any of that shit. You're just going, let me just fucking get in there and do my job. Yeah, I mean, I've gone through all of this. If you, they pointed out, if you said to a fighter in the middle of a fight, what round of it? I don't know, 2. No, it's the 5th round, you dickhead. Pull the finger out. Yeah, I mean, they've not got a fucking Scooby-Doo when they're in there too, because there's so many variables going into it. Like, it's wild, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely. Then it get worse and it got worse. That's the worst thing. Yeah. It got worse.
It was when they started trying to go at each other. I thought it was going to be like Khabib and Conor again, where he jumped the cage and started going fucking nuts. And
it was crazy.
I don't know what they were saying to each other either, but Uncle Ayev was getting pissed off.
They don't understand each other, bro.
Like I said, they know how to run in there to like try and tell both of them, like, hey, listen.
I mean, don't you like that WWE actor? You know, it's like, oh, this is exciting. You know, Dana White's here.
Well, I don't think that was WWE. Because WWE in the house. That's the real shit right there. Yeah, I mean, that's not WWE.
I think it was worrying about the co-main and the main. The co-main and the main hadn't happened yet. You're like about to ruin millions of dollars. You don't need to fucking fix the fuck up.
Get that Fowler here.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's like Will and Ola on a fucking prediction show. You know what I mean? Ola gets his head down and he's like, "This man better shut up and get on with the fucking show before I boop him out of there."
Did remove from the street.
You know what I mean? We got shit to talk about. Okay, some more impressive wins on the card. Aliskerov, brilliant win from Aliskerov.
I agree with Leroy there. Just restart the bloody fight. Yeah, I mean,
against Wally Alves and Said Magomedov against Gafurov. Wicked guillotine. He just cinched it in. Talk to me about that finish there from Said Magomedov with that guillotine as Gafurov was running in and rushing it.
You talking to me or Naz?
Yeah. You Jordan.
Mate, lovely. Fucking amazing first round finish. Yeah, I mean, like 1 minute 13 seconds. Fucking, like you say, just synced it in. It was class. What more were you expecting from Said Nurmagomedov?
Yeah, I mean, he was coming off a loss, so I needed to see how he was going to fight, especially with another man with he's probably the only guy with the name V, with the last name that ends with a V.
It was the battle of the V's, wasn't it?
You know what I mean? It was the battle of the V's, and a lot of the V's won. So big up.
Both of the V's are coming off a loss as well.
Too bad the main V didn't win.
With 2 jobs on
the main V.
The main event.
Aliskerov, Naz, Aliskerov.
Bro, this guy is gonna run the legend of Chimaev. He's gonna grab it and run it because Chimaev. That's the only fight that I knew about Chimaev before. When the season came to you, let me quickly check something. All I found out was that fight against Aliskerov. Stick fight, dirty uppercut. I was like, yeah, he's a Gustafsson fan. You know, that's when he's training with Gustafsson hard. I was like, yeah, this guy can do it, man. Part of me thinks he should go back to Sweden, man. Like, because his takedown game's there, but they taught him that perfect amount of kickboxing, how to put it together. And I just didn't see his kicking game wasn't smooth like it was before. And, his punch. But yeah, I don't want to go too deep into it. But Chimaev, man, he needs to really level up for the next one. And Ali Askarov, he's definitely going to come round, whether it's a title or just a rematch. I think he'll see Chimaev again. I don't see him getting beaten, to be honest, for a hot minute.
Yeah, man. Another one that I wanted to give a quick shout to before we move on was Mohamed Mokaev against Tim Elliott, getting that triangle choke. That was a mad one from Mokaev. Some really, really good finishes, like we said. If you look at the card as a whole, the card wasn't a bad card. You know what I mean? It was a nice card. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought, you know.
What were your boys' thoughts on Shara Magomedov?
Yeah, there he is. One-eyed Willie, basically.
Yeah, overall.
Yeah, he needs takedown defense. I'm so disappointed.
Knee takedown.
I mean, out of everyone, Bruno, like one of the few Brazilians that's not like, Brazilians are, he's got jiu-jitsu, 20 years of jiu-jitsu. No, this guy's done no jiu-jitsu until recently.
Yeah.
Like,
you see them takedowns, like they weren't set up, they weren't nothing.
Some of them were terrible
from distance, bro. He still managed to
tell
he's like a dog.
You can tell how raw he is, isn't it? There's still a lot to learn.
Don't be wrong, fucking leg kicks and everything that he was showing in there. We were great with his striking, but his takedown defense looked terrible.
In the UFC, if you don't tighten up everything, man, you're gonna get exposed. I don't care how good you are.
Bro, how can it be from Kazakhstan? And it's not even a takedown. I'll allow that. They're getting up. I'm like, what the hell? Can't even get up from these dead ass takedowns. Weak. I'll get up. I'm not even joking. I know it sounds terrible to say that, but
I mean, he stayed active on his back. You got to give him his due on that one. He did stay active on his back. Yeah, I mean, but
in
still,
the second round only, bro.
Yeah,
the second round only. Third round, he was barely active on his back. He was doing high kicks every round.
Did you man peep Leroy's work on the thumbnail this week? Did you man peep it?
Yeah.
I had a look at it. Yeah.
Yeah, man. He's giving you Petrino. You got Petrino, and and Magdi here he's got a big muddy body. You know what I mean? He's got a big muddy body.
The Baltic Gladiator.
He gave you the Baltic Gladiator, man. You know what I mean?
I'm shocked. Yeah, that Modestus. Yeah. Shout out to Modestus. He's got the most views on our shorts on this channel.
Yeah, man. Big love to that brother, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, love him in the UK.
Every time. For me, I keep saying it. It's the best 205er in the country. I ain't seen another one.
Easy.
You know what I mean? I ain't seen another one yet. You know what I mean? That's on this soil. We're not talking war. I'm not talking as far as we go over here, it's the best 205er, man. You show that in Cage Warriors, man. You know what I mean? So Leroy is gifted, man, with the Jordain Almeida's body there on the TN. So salute to Leroy for his work on DUSD this week. Now we've got big news that dropped through just before we finish the show. Big John Bones Jones he's been reported injured. Shoulder, pectoral, something get mashed up.
Torn that teddy, bro. Torn that teddy.
Came off his bone.
Sorry, up. And they're saying it could be out for a considerable amount of time. 8 months, they're saying. It could be quicker, it could be later. But that's the ballpark. And now Tom Aspinall has got the nod to fight Pavlovich for the interim, which is kind of saying whoever wins that is definitely going to see Jones. Let me come to you first, Magdi. What's your take on this news? When you saw it, how did you feel? Talk to us about it, man.
Mate, excited. Woke up. I didn't even look at my phone this morning. So I was in work at 6 o'clock. So I was up at 5. Fucking jumped in the shower, jumped in the car, 25 minutes down the motorway to work, get to work. unlock everything, sort everything out. You know what I mean? Get everything set up. Go and make a fucking cup of tea. Look at my phone, and I'm like, holy shit! I was like, honestly, I must have fucking screamed in the canteen. I was like, yes. I was like, fucking come on. And then I looked to see how, like, because you know what I mean. Like, this side of the pond, when we wake up and look at that shit, we're 8 hours behind that stuff, son. We were not 8 hours behind it. We were fucking right there. Like, for once, I was right there, right on the fucking edge of it. I was like, get in, mate. And the first thing I did was message our boy Joffy. Yeah, I mean, big Joffy Hulton. That man was up to, and he was like, mate, he woke up, he was fucking buzzing. It was like, there's no way I'm going back to sleep now. I was like, no, not at all. Like, their full fucking team must be excited as anything, and I honestly can't wait for it. It was something that I think was probably going to end up happening in the future anyway. It was always a matchup that we were probably going to end up seeing, given that we were looking at Stipe was going to retire after this fight. We didn't know if John was. John had also mentioned that he was interested in Tom Aspinall, so that might have been the only reason that he was hanging around. If he did hang around, now where do we go? Now what do we do? You know what I mean? Like you say, 8 months out, and that's surgery, recovery. Is that recovery included? That's if it all goes to plan and it's all right, you know what I mean? And he's ready to get back in there. Then you're talking a 12-week camp before he looks at anything. So you're talking anywhere between 12 months to 15 months before we possibly see John Jones back in the octagon. Is Stipe going to hang around? Is he going to fight somebody else, or is he going to go, do you know what? Let's just call it a day. Thank you very much. See you later. Because we're not seeing Stipe in there for how long now?
That's a big question, bro. Sorry to interrupt, but it has been more than 2.5 years there. Daniel Cormier.
Yeah. I was going to say about 3 years, wasn't it? Like,
yeah, almost 3 years, and he's touched on that. Like Stipe, man, the fact that he didn't want to take Pavlovich, even though he knew he was the backup, he must have thought, I'm not going, to war.
I ain't going against that brother, man. You know what I mean? I'm not getting smashed by one of these younger boys. Fucking,
that's what I'm saying, man. He's not living off my name just for.
As much as
what's his show money? $500,000?
Probably easy. As much as we're giving that respect to Pavlovich, I think Tom's got more paths to victory in this fight. You know what I mean? Yeah. Again, we've seen the ring absolutely dominated Pavlovich on the floor. So if Tom can get him down, game changer. Yeah, Tom's fast for a heavyweight. Don't get me wrong. I've mentioned it on here before as well. Pavlovich on the beach underneath the pier, throwing hands, shadow boxing. That brother's fast too. But I think Tom's got the edge in so many more ways. I think there's so many more paths to victory for Tom. And it's something that is going to set up, again, I put it on Twitter too, that's going to set up that John Jones, Tom Aspinall, and that could be John Jones' last fight in the UFC.
Well, do you want to see more beauty in this, yeah? The more beauty in this is he's, everyone hands down saying that he's going to fight before John Jones comes back. Yeah. That's what you were alluding to. And who's the one that's been ducking Tom Aspinall hard?
Oh, Gaines. Cyril Gane.
And then it's going to be so bittersweet when Cyril Gane's like, can I fight you now? For the
yeah. Now you've got the interim title. Can we have a shot?
Yeah, and Tom goes, all of a sudden, now you want
Drake's that motherfucker. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, and then Dana's would be like, no, if they win, I can't do Cyril S. Jones again. No, it's like it's gonna be all awkward. It's gonna be poetic justice almost. If only Cyril took this fight now.
Everything in the air.
Nas, let me ask you this, Nas. Knowing now what's going on with John Jones and with the way the heavyweight division is looking, Aspinall goes and wins this. There's a couple juicy heavyweight matches there. Also, like we just said, going into this card that's coming up November 4th.
Almeida.
So we're going to do a prediction show for that. Almeida's in the frame. For me, if he goes round and win this fight in a mad way, you know what I mean? It could be the next one, immediate fight, even for say like a Aspinall or a Pavlovich. So
just before Naz shoots his shit, chat, let's see what you guys are thinking. No one said much right there on this topic. Let's get all your thoughts in there whilst Naz rolls his fucking
let's go on this John Jones.
Pavlovich, John Jones.
So now if Almeida goes and wins in an emphatic way, it puts him in the frame. What's your whole take on the landscape of the heavyweight right now with this interim bout that's about to take place?
Yeah, I think this interim bout is probably going to be the longest ever held interim title, and it'll probably be defended regardless of who wins this fight. The only question is, can they bring an OG like Miocic back in to fight one of these guys while John's waiting? Where I can imagine them saying Miocic fighting Pavlovich. Miocic was like, "No, I'm out," and that makes the UFC angry. Like this is worse than DDP. Like, they must have been pissed like that. Wait, you're tip top condition 2 weeks out. You don't want to take the backup that you knew about. And that's why they're calling Tom at whatever 2 a.m., 4 a.m. his time is. I mean, the whole thing is a bit of a shit show for the heavyweight division because.
What about another legacy fight? Sorry to jump in there. Just
yeah, but who else is there for him to fight? That's Miocic's name.
Volkov is on an absolute tear right now.
He's
won his last 3 fights.
Volkov, I was going to say, Volkov was my answer waiting, but I wanted it to land. But yeah, please.
I don't know. He might get it though. He might. I can see Volkov get another win.
I mean, even if it's just for a retirement fight, even if it's just for this is Stipe's last match, let's give him the payday. Let's get him out the door. Volkov's on a 3-fight win streak. Legacy, 2 of them veterans of the game. Why not set that up?
They're gonna have to put it on like UFC 300 because they need to. They need to pay him well. That's the kind of card that will cover the excess payment they need to pay Miocic to be getting out of here. He might even fight Tom for the M-Time title if they pay him correctly, and he's ready to train for Tom if Tom wins. I don't know if all the seen in Tom's winning because we're fucking Tom's guys, bro. You know what I'm saying? So yes, but I think he's gonna win it. Pavlovich is getting bare like little stories coming out now from the AKA DC Kane. Kane was touching on him just days ago actually on Josh Thompson podcast, where he's like, yeah, he was one of the best strikers. He had the longest reach by far for any heavyweight they ever messed with. I think he's 1 inch shorter than John Jones or the same as John Jones, but his wrestling was suspect, especially said for the smaller heavyweights, which was DC and Kane. And if Tom Aspinall can tap into that, I can see him making this a bit easier. But I want to see the overall picture. Yeah, John Jones is going to use this like as his thing to wake him up. Like he might have retired after Miocic because he can't get up for any of this. But he's like, now I'm getting up for the doubters. Like they're like, oh, this is a great comeback for you to come back after this many times, whatever, 15. Or you say 12 months, and it's already been 3-4 months. You know, they go, oh, you haven't fought for 2 years almost, and you're doing a comeback, and you still beat these new guys that has defended his interim title. That's going to drive John Jones to come back. So if anything, we're now going to see John Jones face one of these 2 younger, bucks, rather than face a Steve.
But who? Because he hasn't spoke about anybody than Tom Aspinall. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't want to go.
Well, if Pavlovich wins this by KO and then he KOs Almeida, he has no choice but to fight. But he's like, oh, this guy is a boogeyman. I'm going to show him the boogeyman KOs.
But you know what he's going to do? He's going to do what he done to Gan. He's going to walk in and get him in the grapple and go, right, big Reem, punish this boy. I'm going to punish this boy.
That's why I want Tom to win, bro. More reason we need Tom to win and then Tom to defend it against. Hopefully,
the other good thing for Tom as well is the world stage. They've kept him in London for quite a while. Yeah, I mean, we need to get that man out there. We need to get him.
He'll be back here, bro. He'll be back here defending the interim title.
100%, 100%.
Yeah, I'm thinking he'll be back here defending it in England. Yeah,
I like what Tom.
It might also fuck up what they were going over. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, I like what Tom's doing. His rise in the heavyweight division has been magnificent. Yeah, he had that one injury against Curtis Blades, but he's come back.
Stronger.
We've seen him against Marcin Tybura, and he put in a proper performance, a stellar performance against him. And like you mentioned earlier on, we're very, very grateful to know his teammate in Geoffrey Holton, who's also another proper heavyweight, and he's got a fight coming up as well. So big shout out to Big Joffy. And yeah, he's gonna probably be helping him prepare for this fight, like he did against Marcin Tybura. And those guys, they can't speak highly enough of Tom, his work ethic, how good he is, and when you feel his power inspiring and shit, he's different, man. He's different. He's a dynamic fighter. And look, I want to see him. I want to see him do well, man. And heavyweight, the sky is the limit for him in the heavyweight, I think. And the UFC can see it. It's why they pushed it. I think the UFC can see it. It's very, very marketable. And let's see if we can get another British champion in the UFC. And I think it'll be a worthy one. It'll be a worthy one to have. Definitely can sell.
He'll make hella waves in the UK. of the
Yeah,
UFC is
The
Tommy
only
Aspinall,
thing
heavyweight
is,
champion.
they're going to have
Wembley,
they're going to
man.
have Usman and Colby quite weight. Not Usman, sorry. They're going to have Leon and Colby quite weight.
Yeah,
They're going to have this one quite weight in the year. It fucks up that March card for any kind of pay-per-view title defense. Unless Tom goes in there and does what he done to Marcin Tybura to Pavlovich, he's not going to be coming back in March. He could potentially do it depending on what happens. Yeah, I mean, but I don't think he'll be coming back in March to defend that belt. And they're
Pavlovich
talking
is
about
fully
maybe
trained.
traveling. Yeah, 100%. You seen him the day before dropping the bombs with the weights and that, saying, "I'm ready for anybody that drops out." Man already knew. Yeah, I mean, so he was sitting ready, peachy, like fucking lifting weights and all the rest of it. I mean, they're always fucking training. Yeah, I mean,
How the hell did
at
he
the
know
same
that?
time, I think it fucks up the pay-per-view chances for a March card in London. And the UFC have spoke about, let's get around the UK a little bit more. Let's stop staying in London. Maybe let's get to Manchester. Let's get to Liverpool. Let's go to Carlisle. They've got a stadium there, 20k arena or something, haven't they? You know what I mean? Let's maybe have a look at Glasgow. Let's maybe what they're doing with Brendan Allen and Paul Craig to see if we can get that set up. We've got Cage Warriors coming back to Glasgow. You know what I mean? Like,
but you know what they're charging at the
around
O2?
the UK a little bit more.
Do you know what they're charging at the O2?
£10 for a flat pint, mate. It's fucking savage.
They're charging murder. That's what they're charging. Left and
It's
right,
madness
center.
at the O2, bro.
Mate, I paid it the last two.
Same, bro.
It's the madness at the O2,
Mate, I had
Dana's
20 seats
getting
in both of them.
hella
But,
money
I mean,
from
I
just
had
that.
banging seats,
Bro,
and I enjoyed both of them. So I'm happy to pay 300 quid for a banging seat and a good night of
that's
fights.
half a month's wages, bro. That's half a month's wages, man. You know
What,
what
300 quid?
So, bro,
No, if you get tipsy and shit.
That's half a month's wages. It's not just 300 quid. You go there.
No, I know, mate. I know. Yeah, you got. Well, for me anyway. Fucking flights, hotel,
bro. That's
fucking
half a month's wages,
all
bro.
of it, bro. I paid a few hundred quid, like.
Well, we're talking 600 pounds.
Nah.
You're not just going
Nah,
by
it's
yourself.
more. Yeah, just for her. Never mind
for
you.
a lot of people, you know, the people
Yeah, I mean, she wants to go shopping too. She wants to go downtown and start looking at some shit.
Bro, that day gets expensive, bro. You know,
I'm on the Spitalfield market going. You're getting some tatties. You're getting some fucking carrots. Shut up.
Start cooking in the hotel, bro.
Serious, man. A day like that.
Yeah,
gets
these
expensive.
UFC events aren't cheap, man.
No,
Joff is going to be in the UFC real soon, hopefully.
Very soon. I think he's
100%
going to win this next fight in Aries, and then he's going to get his call. Whether it'll be straight
Contender series not even on.
Oh yeah, no, contender series into so straight in. And if Tom wins this and can make a quick turnaround for a March undercard, Joffrey, Mick Parkin, because he's got a fight coming up too. I can't remember what card he's on. Is he on the MSG card? Oh,
I don't know.
I can't remember. But Mick Parkin's got another fight coming up. Yeah, I mean, imagine their full fucking squad on one card on a takeover. Yeah, I mean, Mick Parkin,
That'd be
Joffrey
sick.
Holton.
We've done it before. Remember
they've
done that? London in Las Vegas. Paddy and Molly.
Yeah.
Takeover. Let's see what can happen, man. British MMA is on the crazy up and up, like, man. Obviously, we're always riding the wave. I'm going to be in the forefront, growing with it. Yeah, man. Yeah. Hopefully, as I said, hopefully we'll start doing this full time one day, bro. Because British MMA, it's by itself. It's just blowing up left, right, and center, man. It's crazy.
It'll be nice to see, man. I'd really like to see Tom Aspinall win that belt, and then, you know what I mean, bring the belt over to
out of all the belts, bro. The heavyweight, baddest man.
That's the one. You know what I mean? That's the one.
That is the one, isn't it? That is the
proper
one.
English.
Not Polish, it's on its up and up as well, so that would even make it just go boom a little bit more. I think Tom Aspinall is more of a household name than what you get for some of these other fighters too.
I'm happy Francis has held it. Now, if Aspinall brings it home, I'm happy. You know, if he's the one that brings something like that home, that would be good as well. But look, before we get out of here, let's quickly talk about that Francis versus Tyson Fury fight. Now, we're going to be doing a watch along for that one. So big up everybody. Salute to all of you that stayed with us. Come join us for that watch along. You're gonna be joining us this time. He didn't make it the last time, but he's definitely gonna be making up for lost time on this one. And like my man said earlier on, ring walk is about 11 o'clock. So come join us on the Fight Week show. We're going to be going live 11 o'clock. Naz, I'm sure you're going to be joining us. Jordain is available.
100%. I'm gassed on this fight.
You know what I mean? So.
Gassed, man.
Let me ask you quickly. Going into this fight and seeing all the build-up that we've seen. Now we're here. We're a week, maybe a few days going into the fight now. Now we're here. What are you? Do you still give Fury any chance of even getting out of, say, first 4 rounds. I'll come
You
to
mean
you
in
first.
Ngannou?
I'm
Yeah, you
coming
mean
to
Do I
in
give
Ngannou.
Ngannou any chance?
Do you give Francis any chance? Yes.
I give him a you know, quite a leeway, more than 50% chance of getting out the early rounds. But I can say the
But
first
what's he
4
gonna
rounds
do
he's not
after
going to
that?
land anything significant.
Nah.
Yeah.
So again,
That
I've not changed my mind much at all, boys. Right? So yeah, I've seen him training. He looks good. You know what I mean? I've seen him smash through doors like the Incredible fucking Hulk. And what? Yeah, I mean, like, and fucking
You
what?
watched the open
No
workouts
man
today,
alive.
though.
No man alive is gonna beat me. Yeah, I mean, where's the Wilder, the big dosser? Like, he's not gonna fucking get it done. He's not gonna fucking get it done. I swear to fucking God, mate. Like, so it's gonna be Mayweather McGregor all over again. I'm telling you this, boys. Like, he's gonna go in there. Don't get me wrong, Ngannou's got a puncher's chance. He's got a puncher's chance in boxing. Like, yeah, the man's got striking. Yeah, the man's got fucking power. We know this. Yeah, I mean, if he touches him, he can touch him. We've seen him get dropped before as well, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Like, I think he's gonna rope a dope him. He's gonna play with him a little bit. If he gets out the second, the fourth round, if he gets anywhere near there, Fury's fucking having fun after that. You know what I mean? He's just going to dip, weave, dive, dodge, and fucking slap him about, and he's just going to play with the man, and he'll put it on.
I don't think he's going to slap him all day, though.
Yeah,
I reckon Fury's going to try to sit down.
Tell us what you think.
You think Ngannou's not going to gas as he gets later into those rounds after trying to kill
Fury's going to sit down. He's not going to. He starts this thing where he slaps and punches, and everyone accuses him of holding his gloves properly. I think he's going to try to knock him out after the 4th, 5th round once the season gassed. He's going to be more like Wilder, the 3rd and 2nd fight. But in the beginning, he's going to be on his bicycle, try and make it a bit of a spectacle just for the sheiks, you know. Like, hey, chefs, get me back. This ain't a one and done. You know what I'm saying? But he's playing the hare. He's playing, you know, the rabbit. You know what I'm saying? The speedster.
You think you'll see Fury and Ngannou 2 down the line in another boxing fight?
Bro, people have been discussing this left, right, and center. Do they need to put the title on the line if he wins? If he wins. Would it be 12-1 if he wins? He's not going to win. Ngannou's not going to win. There's a 1% chance, like, man. You know, I was about to say something like he has a better chance of walking through the desert.
I might stick a tenner on it,
but he literally
just in case. Might stick a tenner on it just in case, but I don't see it.
Hey, cheeky tenner just in case.
If that chance is worth your tenner, then boy, that's got to be a hell of a chance.
Yeah, wait, you want to put something on the side, or is this what you're saying to me? Once when he's 20 quid back, they're waiting down the line. They're like, a tenner. Do you want to go double or nothing, John? Double or nothing? You know what I mean?
You should put £100 on Fury and then put a 10. Nah, that won't work. I'm sure you get like £1 back.
10 spot on Fury. Yeah,
I've done some crazy shit, man. You know what I mean? I try and walk
degenerate
with a bit more wide eye open.
I need to wait until you're drunk, mate, and do what Will and the missus done. You know what I mean? 100 quid's better than 20.
Oh yeah, I've been absolutely rinsed by my so-called.
You're gonna put a little roofie in Ola's drink. Next time you see him, watch out.
Hey, Newcastle boy, you better keep your thumb over your bottle.
You better watch out. You'll end up with Jordan Shaw, fam.
Oh my God.
He's gonna wake up in Scotland with a sore ass and not know what the fuck's going on.
None of that, man. You know what I mean?
In the boot of a Ford Focus.
From a white guy.
Oh my days!
Whoa!
Anyway, people.
Shots fired there, Naz. Shots fired there, bro.
Where did I get that from? I got it from a movie where the guy woke up with something up his bum.
That was a mad one, still, man. William claims his money. Man.
I can't wait for this circus, man. It's a bit like our show, mate.
Man caught me lacking, man. You know what I mean? Man caught me lacking hard, fam. You know, like, boys, squeeze £100 out of my pocket. Talking about my missus also took £100. So what? She spent it with me. Your one there hurt bad. You know what I mean?
Bro, you're top of the table, bro. You're having a laugh, man. You're getting that reimbursed payments.
I ain't even worried about that, man. Like this whole fight year, I've been up, comfortable.
Yeah, bro. Oh my days, you went for like 9 weeks of murder.
This whole year, so yeah, man, that ain't even a thing, man. I'm happy, man. You get me? But big up everybody that's joined us tonight. Salute to all of you, and yeah, we're gonna call it a night on the show. And people, come join us for the prediction show on Friday. We're gonna be doing a watch along on Saturday for the Fury versus Francis Ngannou fight. Come check us out and keep an eye on some of the videos that we've been dropping on the channel. We just dropped one with Excommunicado Peace. He's got a title fight coming up on EFC 109. He's got a fight coming up on that. So we're going to be watching and we're going to be bringing those news to you as it happens. We've got Adrian Sanchez. He's fighting on EFC 109 as well under the banner of PFASA. That's G.I. Jesse's.
If you don't mind me dropping it in, I've got Aaron Abe going for his flyweight title fight in Octagon 48 coming to Manchester Arena on November 4th. Go and check that interview out.
Go and check out those guys. Go to the Rambling Dads podcast. Go and check out what he's doing over there. And go and check out Naz's football channel as well, man. They're doing
keeping it real.
I mean, they're keeping it real over there. They'll be talking about football. So go check them out. And keep it locked on the Fight Week show. We're always dropping content on here. Show some love to some of the contents that we've dropped. Show some love to the ones that we're going to be dropping. Don't go anywhere. People will be back on Friday with the prediction show. Hasta la vista, people. We're out. Salute.
Peace.